write down their email and phone number to contact them after. But we'll go ahead and we'll get started now. So thank you all so much for joining us this afternoon for our educational session on searching history of the home and property, especially during COVID right now. Without further ado, I'm going to let Deb and Denise here in our office take it away.
So I'm shrinking this, and then I'm going where?
Just do that real quick.
Minimize this.
No, not that.
And okay, so we're going to briefly walk you through our online things. This is Denise speaking, and I just want to let you know there are things that you do have to come into the courthouse for, and we do allow 3 people at a time in our room if you wear a mask. But there's a lot of things you can do from home, so I'm going to briefly walk you through what you can get on our homepage, and then I will turn it over to Deb to instruct you on further research and different sites that you can also get information from other than the county. So I chose Carlisle Allen Building because I thought most people would be familiar with that. I do have a parcel number, but I'm going to walk you through different steps of finding property. So we will start with the map. This is our GIS map. And you click OK. It's a free site. There's no virus is protected, so just click OK. Now I know where the Carlisle Allen Building is, so I'm going to show you there's different ways to search this. You can scroll your mouse in and out to find your parcel. See, that got me to Main Street in Ashtabula. But if you didn't know, you can also type in the parcel number if you have that. So you're going to click up here in the corner on the all box and scroll down to parcel, which is covered up by your picture, David. How do I move this? Just drag it? Okay. All right. So I have a parcel number for Carlisle Allen. I'm going to type in here. That takes me directly to this parcel itself. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to turn on the address point. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so we can see some of their other properties. I'm also going to come up here to cadastral and turn on the owner layer. All right, so now we have some parcel numbers here. We're going to switch tabs and we're going to go back to the home page. Maybe. How would we back up? It's not backing. And we're going to go to property search. Under property search, we had a parcel number, so we're going to put that in.
You just stop the sharing.
Stop it.
You did what?
Give us 1 second. We apologize for the
Technical difficulties.
yes.
See when that window comes up at the top, you have to minimize it so you can do the tabs.
Yep, there you go.
What do I do with this? Minimize this? Minimize the participants?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Just there, right there. Thank you all for your patience.
All right, back to property search. We had a parcel number from the GIS map, so we're going to click on parcel search, and we'll enter our parcel number again. And we'll hit search. So this tells us a little bit of the summary. You're going to scroll down here. This is the Carlisle Allen LLC that owns that, and that gives the tax mailing address. We're not gonna go through all these tabs. You can play around with this. It's all public record. But for our purposes today, we're gonna click down to the sales tab. This gives you some of the history. You scroll down through here. If you're looking at this screen, in May 22nd, 2019 was a sale. And then September 5th, 2003 was a sale. We keep scrolling down. Or we can arrow over to get more information. All right, so we were discussing commercial buildings a little bit. This is one you would have to finish up by coming into the courthouse and going through the old tax records. We can help you with that as well. So this commercial building, it says, was built in 1933. It gives the type of construction. Oops, what did I do? We're also going to look at the photo to show which building we're looking at. Now, if you want to enlarge this photo so you get a better view, you can click on this icon right here. That'll fill your screen up with the photo. I don't want to do that right this minute, but something other to play around with. Okay, we're also going to look at a sketch of the building. Shows the different rooms and approximate footages of those rooms. I'm going to look at one other parcel number that's the Carlisle Allen building. Arrow back. And put in my next number. And this parcel, same tax mailing address. The sales tab is going to be similar, so don't need to really pull that up. The commercial building. This building of that store was built in 1925. Same type of construction. Photo of this building. And again, you can use this icon to enlarge the photo. And the sketch of this building, that was one main store. All right, so if you don't have a parcel number and you are driving down the street and you don't have the map, or you do have the map, whoops, where'd we go? I don't want to start over again. I can. I want to zoom back into this parcel just so you can see what I'm talking about here. And since I closed it, we'll reopen the owner and we'll reopen the address point. Now this is important in searching things because we are human. We don't have everything perfect in the system, so you might have to search a couple different ways. So you're driving down the street and you know you're on Main Avenue in Ashtabula. And these numbers may not match the numbers that are on the storefronts. So here we have a Carlisle Allen LLC that has a -9. That means that when they went out to verify, they couldn't find a number on the building, so they're not entirely sure what that number is. This number up here we're showing to be 443. We have that on 2 different buildings. All right, so back to the home page. Just arrow back.
Try it.
All right, so now we want to arrow back through here and we're going to search it by address.
You should forgot how to search your page.
Now pick address. All right, so we wanted to pull up 4443 Main Avenue. So I'm typing in my address. And it says it doesn't find anything. So I'm gonna take off Avenue. I'm gonna remove Main Street and just look for 4443. So that brings up any address that it sees with that number on whatever road it is, but we don't have Main Street here or Main Avenue. So now I'm going to remove this number and I'm going to type in Main Avenue and search that. So here we have 15 different pages of results of Main Avenue, and the numbers in Ashtabula City start with 05. That's how you know if you're looking at the right city. And we don't see Carlisle Allen here, so we'll go to page 2. Whoop, I don't want that. I clicked on somebody's name, sorry. I want page 2. And again, we don't see any Carlisle Allen, so let's check page 3. We're still not up to the 05210, so we got to click page 4. These parcel numbers are in numerical order. I'm going to click on, it didn't take me this many clicks when I did it before we started. Here we go. Here's the Carlisle Allen parcels. So we're looking for 4443. That's not listed. So let's pick 4439. We'll click in the box and tell it to go. Search. Why isn't it doing it? What page was I on? I'm not used to laptops. I'm sorry, people.
I believe 7. 7 or 8.
All right, I click here.
Yes. Well, click on it.
All right, there we go. And that pulls up our information on 4439. All right, let's go to the photo of 4439 and see which building that is. It's like I said, oh, there's no photo of that one. Like I said, you have to search several different ways. You're not just going to find it with one search. Let's try 4441. There's that building. That's the one that we had 4443 on the GIS. So before I turn this over to Deb to give you further instruction on more specific searches, I want to go over the meaning of the parcel numbers, because they're not just random numbers that we stick on there. The first 2 numbers of the parcel are the district number. That tells you if you're in Ashtabula City, or if you're in a township, or you're in another village. The next 5 numbers are the page number. So parcel 05 is Ashtabula City. 210 is book 2, page 10 of the Ashtabula City maps. If there was something in the next 2 digits that would indicate that there was a split out of that page for a subdivision of some kind, that might have a 1 or a 2. That tells you if you're looking for page A, B, C. The last 5 digits of the parcel number are the parcel itself. The parent parcel appears in the 3 numbers to the end of the parcel number. The last 2 numbers of the parcel number indicate if there was a split or a child out of the parent parcel. When we do combinations, then the parent parcel number will change, and some of them will be deleted. So again, you start with the first 2 numbers are your district, the next 5 are your page, and the last 5 are your parcel itself. Now I'm going to turn it over to Deb so she can walk you through a more specific search.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. My name is Deb, and I'm going to show you how to research an older home. So we're going to start with the parcel number. 5. And on this house, I want to know how old it is or when it was roughly built. So I'm going to click on dwelling, and it's going to show you year built 1860. Okay, and I'm going to show you a picture of it. I'm sure many of you have drove by it several times, but this is the photo of the house here on Route 20. So our records indicate that it was roughly built in 1860. So I would like to find out who built that house in that time frame. So you have to do a search. I can show you how to do a 40-year search on the recorder's website. And beyond that, we do have maps. If you are able to come into the courthouse here, we have maps in the auditor's office, and it would we would pull up that map for you, which would be Ashtabula City 3, page 5. So we would go to that map, which, and let's see, I'll explain that. And what I mean by that is we pull up the map page to see who at one time maybe owned that. Right now it's still currently owned by Gerald Bailey, but you can see at one time it was Fannie C. Williams. So back here. So we have the owner's name under the parcel summary. Oops, one second here. Go. So we have Gerald Bailey. One important thing to look for is the acreage of the property and the legal description of the property. This one's a little harder because at one time it was more acreage, but I'm going to take you to the recorder's website, and we're going to see when did Gerald Bailey purchase the property. So if you go to the recorders, reload. 1 second here. I'm not sure why that's not working. David, are we still connected?
Mhm.
I said, well, let me try this. Let me try another search. County recorders. So we go to the recorders website and just click on hers. And we'll do this again. And land record search. It's taking a minute to load. And on the recorder's website, like I said, you can go back 40 years. Their main page goes back to 1984, but there is an advanced search that you can do. And I'm sorry, I don't know why it's not loading. Still not loading, David.
Want me to run up and see if they're down?
That must be an issue with their website.
Website. All right, well, all right, so I apologize for that. But you can go there, like I said, and do a 40-year search. But, so let me show you the map. I'm just going to jump back to the map real quick and show you how to find information on familysearch.org, which is a free website. So I did the 1983 engineers map with the parcel here, and then I pulled up the 1906 map, and for that same piece of property, Elizabeth Williams owned it back in 1929, I believe. And then we have access to the 1874 atlas here in our office. And that piece was one big piece there for the house, but he also owned everything in green. So he owned the whole corner of Prospect and West Avenue. And E.R. Williams, so I had to figure out who is E.R. Williams. So I went to, oh shoot, sorry about that, people. Family Search. Family Search is a free website, familysearch.org. You can create a free account and sign in, and then you can do a search under catalog. And the catalog, you can do, you would go to place, and you're going to put in Ashtabula. You want to click on the top one. And when you do that, then you hit search. And it brings up several different things in Ashtabula County that you can do. But we're going to go right down to the land and property. And we're going to click on duplicate. Back one. We're going to click on the land. Deed records, 1811 to 1887. So here you have all the indexes. Back when we first started recording deeds in the recorder's office. And again, I apologize. It signed me out for some reason. Go back in now. All right, so when you have a free account, it has a camera over here, and you can click on that image, and it's going to bring up the index of the exact records that are in the recorder's office here at the courthouse. So it is a little tricky, but if you know, once you play around with it, you can figure it out pretty easy. I want to look for Williams. And I want to go down to here. And we're still in the G's. So I just take and go back, and I go down again until I get to the W's, because I know E.R. Williams purchased it. We are in the piece. And again, you can do this all from home. And once you get it down pat, it's pretty simple.
While you're scrolling, Deb, I ran up to the recorder and she said their site is down.
Oh.
Their provider is down, so it'll be a while.
Okay, thank you for that, Denise. That helps.
So folks are more than happy and encouraged to visit the recorder's website where they can do a 40-year search. If you're interested in something sooner and earlier than something that might be a little bit older that we would have records or on this family search website. But Deb is on.
Yes. So I finally got to the W's, and so I'm looking for E.R. Williams. And you'll notice, I'll just get to his page because I know we're running out of time here. To the piece of property that he purchased. Okay. So you'll see here's E.R. Williams, and E.R. Williams is actually Edwin Williams, and he purchased the property. I know it has right here. He purchased it from an estate of E. Coleman, and he purchased it back March 4th, 1858, and he was conveyed 17.95 acres, which was that whole corner of Prospect and West Avenue. And that's where he actually got the property. And we have in our records that it was built in 1860, and he purchased it in 1858, which most likely means that he's the one that actually built the home or had the home built. And it stayed in the family up until he died in 1905. Now, on the Family Search website, you can search other records, you can search census records, you can search probate records. There's several different other things that you can take and research here. They do have volume and pages of deeds, older deeds on here, up to I think 115. So you can actually view the actual deeds of the property owners once you find them in the index. I don't know if anybody has any questions on that.
Essentially, this would be if you knew the owner and
Yes.
wanted to search it back. Now, what if you didn't know the owner, but you have the address or you have the home?
Well, again, you would have to know where it was at. You would have to look for it on a map. You would have to find the owner, like in the 1874 atlas, to
Essentially,
know.
if I know that there's a home on the corner of 1st and 2nd Street, I can come to the office and he would help a resident and look and see going back
Yes.
a number of years on that map
Yes.
who the owner of the home was, and then that information can be researched.
Yes.
We would trace it back as far as we can on the maps and then send them
Right.
up to the recorder to trace whatever they can and then come back to us to go through the microfilm.
So there's some work that folks can do at home on the computers, and there's some work that you might get more in depth if you have to go in person.
Yes.
But the big thing then, you guys would be available via email or phone for people to call and to reach out to.
Absolutely. Yes. But there's other websites too that you can go to do a little research. Like if you, for example, here's a website, the Library of Congress, and I typed in Ashtabula County, Ohio, and it brings up Sanborn Fire insurance maps. And again, you would have to play with this site, but it's very helpful because you can actually see businesses. And I'll show you real quick here. We'll just click on one of them and bring it up. And you'll see, oops, not too far. So it tells you, like a drugstore, bank, barbershop, and you can do Main Avenue. This is Main Avenue, actually. You'll see, Wood Kitchen, and these were just the Sanborn Fire insurance maps.
Newberry's.
Yeah, Newberry's.
Scroll up the other way and see if Carlisle's is on there.
I don't think I don't know if Carlisle's is on here. Whoops.
But this is a way to search commercial buildings.
Commercial buildings, yes.
It was there at this specific year. And
yes.
what the different options are.
So it's very helpful. You'll see there are several different businesses up there, and it tells you the fire insurance maps. If you look at them closely, it tells you the type of structure, if it's wood or the D is for dwelling. Very useful. These are the old addresses. So like, there's city directories that, if you're researching an old building, you can go to the Ashtabula Library. They have old city Polk directories, which will tell you what business was there on Main Avenue at that particular address.
And that's for the Ashtabula Library.
Yes, at the Ashtabula District Library.
Can people search that on their website, or would they have to go first?
They'd have to go in person.
But we can give them the information for what they need to look up and,
Yes.
and where and all that. So we're kind of a good first stop for people.
Yes, absolutely.
We've got 2 or 3 minutes left. So Deb, would you mind bringing up your guys' contact information again? And as I shared, this will be recorded. It's a very, very kind of, quick overview overview of some of the different services and options that you have that we can provide. But the big thing will be reaching out to Deb and Denise in our office to be able to kind of start your process. Whether you're a realtor looking for another home, whether you're the owner of a farmhouse and you're curious about the ownership of the past, or tracing back for different attachments to the home or years built. Really, we can kind of help you with that first step. And as you saw, there's different websites online now that you can use to search through the recorder's office and also National Archives, or there's in-person options for you too. So, Deb and Denise, this is your guys' contact information that folks can reach out to. But we are now out of time, so we appreciate everyone tuning in, watching. As I shared, this will be recorded and saved via YouTube on our website under our news section, where the information for this brief session was saved in our website. It'll also be available by searching on YouTube for Ashtabula County Auditor's Office History Class. So thank you all so much again for your time. And again, the big takeaway being, please reach out to our office with questions, with initial thoughts on what you'd be interested in looking for. Or you can search some of these websites that Deb and Denise shared yourself and kind of get a good sense and reach out to us too. So we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and weekend, and never hesitate to contact our office if we can be of service.